Mets live up to the hype in 2023? This is a question that has been asked and answered negatively for the Mets over the past 2 seasons. Before the 2021 season, the Mets got a new owner in Steve Cohen and proceeded to have the best offseason fans had seen in years after acquiring Francisco Lindor, Carlos Carrasco, and James McCann, just to name a few. They ended up 77-85 after one of the worst collapses baseball had ever seen. Then, before the 2022 season again, the Mets had one of the best winters ever, topping their 2021 offseason after getting Starling Marte, Max Scherzer, and a lot more after that. Guys, please take a couple minutes just to like, subscribe, and comment because I really love reading your comments. And if you can, just take a second and send this channel to another Mets fan, another baseball fan. I don't care. Tell them to subscribe and keep it going. It really helps me out because I spend a lot of time on these videos. Much appreciated. Now let's get back to the video. They ended up putting out a great 101-61 record just to have their season ended in the wild card round by the Padres to become the first ever 100-win team to not make it to the division series. So, over the past 2 seasons, the Mets have not lived up to the hype they were supposed to. Not to say that improving by 34 wins between the 2 years is not a big accomplishment, but the outcomes were certainly not what the fans wanted to see. What makes the 2023 team any different from the previous ones that time and time again fell below everyone's expectations? From 2021 and 2022 combined, the Mets had 178 wins, which probably is one of the best in baseball, right? Wrong. There are 10 teams that have been better and more consistent than the Mets over the past 2 years. While I get that the 2021 season might be an outlier, that just shows how inconsistent this Mets team can be and a reason that they might not live up to the hype in 2023. That's enough of the negative. Let's get into the positive. Going from 77 wins to 101 wins obviously is a huge step forward. The difference off the field was also apparent.
Well, day one of free agency and the Mets wasting absolutely no time signing their all-star closer Edwin Diaz.
Players were not getting into scuffles like in 2021, and everyone was just in a better place. When a clubhouse can get along off the field, it makes on-field performance that much better, and as a result, they win and have more fun. They also won more in 2022 with a lot of the same guys. When I talk about the difference in mindset with the Mets between 2021 and 2022, I'm talking about the next man up mentality. Go see my video on that if you don't know what that is. In 2021, guys like Jeff McNeil and Francisco Lindor never seemed like they cared much about how the team did, just their performance. In 2022, it was clear that the next man up mentality took over the team and all its players. If one person was not able to get the job done, there was no pressure because the next player would. If the Mets are able to do the same thing they did in 2022 and have a good team mindset on and off the field, there should be no reason they can't be as successful as last year and hopefully more successful in the playoffs. I truly think the Mets changed a lot between 2021 and 2022 when it came to their priorities in the clubhouse and on the field. Personally, I really think they will live up to the hype and make it a long way in 2023. Mets fans, you have nothing to worry about.